Vickywright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So welcome back to our card candy number 2. So if you're not aware, both Robbie from Creations in Paper and myself are sharing card candy throughout the month of May. We're not going to be creating the cards that we put them on, but we will be creating, excuse me, we'll be creating the card candy. Now you can use these for your scrapbook pages as well. It's not just for cards, okay? So for mine, I will be using the two-tone Flora stamp set along with the die. The Stylish Shapes dies, mostly these 3 stitch circles here, and that large banner shape there, okay? And I will also be using the one of the basic 3D embossing folders. This is on from the online exclusives shop. Well, that's available in the online exclusives. So this one is what I'll be using. So what I've already done, it's going to be quick and easy because most of the work's done. I've die cut the large stitch circle with a piece of Blackberry Bliss. Then I'll die cut a piece of the bubble bath. Just the next size down. And I've also die cut another one from the Moody Mauve in colours DSP. So they're the two patterns that you can get, and then this is the reverse side as well. But we're going to be using the polka dot, okay? It's a pretty colour actually. So all we're going to do is stick these pieces down like that, I think. I'm just sort of let's do that, for something different. So we'll just put a little bit of adhesive on the back of the bubble bath circle, and we'll just put that in the middle like that. And just press down gently. And then we're going to put this piece over there, I think. And that piece, let's put that piece underneath. And let's chop this a little bit so that it's a little bit longer. So hopefully this works out. Yeah, that's better. Happier with that. We're not going to see underneath, so we can do that. So all I'm going to do now is glue this bit. Hold on, we're all a bit skew with here. glue this bit to about there. And just press down a little bit, holding it for a couple of seconds. I'm just going to let the rest of it hang loose. And we'll put a little bit of glue on the end of the opposite end. Well, actually, it's not the opposite end, is it? So we'll put that about there, I think. Making sure that that's nice and straight and it's sort of even from that side as well as this side. So I'll just bring that in just, oops, just a fraction. And I just want to hold that in place. And that looks pretty straight to me. It does now. Okay. Then what we'll do is we might stick this down just a little bit off centre and to the left side. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. Now you could use any pattern of the DSP that you wanted to and any colours. Okay, so that we've just done that. So that's that done. Then what we're going to do is stamp our flower. So we'll just bring in a scrap piece of basic white. And we're gonna stamp it in Bubble Bath and Blackberry Bliss. Okay, now this stamp is a two-step stamp and it has a solid image as well as a detailed image. So that's the detailed and that's the solid. But actually, we're going to use these two here. Not that one and that one and that one. Yeah, those two. Now, I sort of do mine back the front. I do my details first, probably because my eyes aren't the best. And I just find that sometimes it's easier to line it up. That's just me. So we're going to stamp the detailed image in Blackberry Bliss. And then we're going to stamp our solid image in Bubble Bath. Now, there is a little bit of a white shape here. And what I've found is if you, how can I explain it? The white shape will, have I stamped the wrong image? I have. Let's turn it over. I've stamped the wrong image, sorry, for our stamp. Sorry about that, I'll put you on the wrong road. So we're going to use this one. That's the one I want. So I think my ink pad needs re-inking. Yeah, that's better. So, as I was saying, there's a little white spot there, a little white shape. If you can see that little white shape. And on the solid image, there is also a little white space. That's it there. And what you've got to do is hook these two white spaces together and your image should stamp fine. and should be matched in. So let's just see how we go. Now I know it's going to go off the cardstock, so don't panic about that. There you go, look at that. Couldn't have done it better if I had tried. And then we're going to stamp a leaf in garden green. Not garden green. God, I'm getting our colours mixed up. Granny apple green. Okay. Just like that. And of course, through the magic of television, look what we have. Already cut. So then what we're going to do is put a couple of dimensionals on the back of our flower. Just like that. And we're going to put that about there, I think. It's pretty actually. I'm liking these colours. I wasn't too sure how they went. Now, I've grabbed a scrap of basic white, a very thin scrap, I should say. Not strap, scrap. And I don't know whether we'll put this on yet, but we'll have a look. We're going to bring in Blackberry Bliss again. Now, I've grabbed a sentiment from the, what's it called? Sentimental Park. I like the sentiments in this set actually. And we're going to grab Happy Birthday. Okie dokie, and I'm just going to make sure that that's on nice and straight. And we're just going to tap, tap, tap. I always stamp onto scrap paper first, just so I know whether it's going to be straight or not. And it's probably out of eyesight for a minute, so just bear with me. Yep, that's pretty good. So that's that. Now, as I said, I'm not too sure whether we'll use it yet. So that's our Happy Birthday. And we just cut that off there like that. Just like that. Yeah, I think we'll put that on. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think we will. And, excuse me. Yeah. Just that little touch of green, I think just pops it. Yeah, I think we'll just put that there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive along the bottom. You could use a mini glue dot if you wanted to. And I'm just going to turn that around. Just hold that into place. And know what? Let's leave it like that, eh? Sometimes we've got to play until we find like that, I think. So we'll just grab, I would normally use mini glue dots, not mini glue dots, mini Stampin' dimensionals, but we'll just use the ends of our standard dimensionals, and we're just going to pop this up. Oh, my hands are a bit cold this morning. We've got a bit of a cold snap, which is unusual because we only get a couple of days of winter, but it had to come. It is May. So we'll just put that about there, I think. And that is our card candy. Now I'm not going to add any bling or anything for the moment. Once I do the card, I may add bling then. But that is our card candy. Very easy, very simple, and one that you can probably create within about 5 or 10 minutes once you decide what you're going to use. Okay, so don't forget, I'll have the link to my blog below, and where I'll show the card that I create using this card candy, and there'll also be a link to Robbie's blog, and she'll have a card as well as a link to her card candy on how she created hers. Okay, thanks very much. I hope you've enjoyed it. Enjoy your day. See ya. Hooray.